Hey kids, you're about to listen to a comedy podcast. That means that none of this is medical advice. If you need medical advice or medical care, please contact your doctor.
All right. Wow, okay, we're all here at the Jock Dockies. Okay. Wow, or is it the Jocky Dockies? It's one of these things that in practice, when we were planning this out, there's a lot of discussion on how to do it right, and we have failed. I hate to admit it just from the start, but we have failed in the naming process.
Only in that you can't remember what it is.
Yeah, okay, well, what is it called again?
The Dorcasons? Okay, wait, it is.
It's a hard name. Basically, this is the Oscars of the podcast. So we're here at the awards ceremony. And it's very, and I know it's a long explanation for all of you who are gathered here today. It's sorry to keep you waiting through that explanation, but this is the Jock Doc podcast awards ceremony for the Jocky Dockies. That's our 200th episode, which is part of why it's such a long explanation for it.
Yes, 200th episode, 130th award ceremony that we've done. We're very, very excited to hand out these awards. I mean, I love giving out awards. I love receiving awards, and we're nominated for a few ourselves, actually.
Before we go forward, I want to apologize about our last award ceremony. The amount of, I get that people saw that one other award ceremony where someone got slapped, and the attempt to copy it became so violent. Just a mob. It was a mob mentality at a certain point.
I would say at a certain point, when does a mob become sort of a riot? And when does a riot become sort of now it's an organized criminal group?
A small military organization. So, you know what, we're going into this and we're just kind of pretty pumped to finally recognize people. Because people don't get recognized, especially in podcasting. Yeah. In part because it's mostly their voice.
And the only place that really recognizes them is the dozens and dozens of award shows that we put on.
And that's all.
Yeah, that's it. No one else is doing it. iHeartRadio, they don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Not well, to my, as far as I know. I haven't looked it up. Well, without further ado, I think it's time to get to some of these awards. Oh, I'm sorry. Catering. We're supposed to announce this.
Return the taco meat. Yes. You do not have to return all of it. You can keep the tortillas.
Nibble a little bit. We don't want you to go hungry.
You don't need to go hungry. Please return the meat. If you have consumed the meat, please leave the building.
Yeah. It will. We want you to return the meat for your own safety.
Yes.
It's not good for you or for us, especially. We know what will happen 6 hours from now to whoever consumes it.
So yeah, just go ahead and return that. Anything else on the announcement front?
Surely there is.
Okay, real quick. Raise your hand if you're gonna have a turkey fish burger, or if you wanted an iguana taco.
Okay.
It seems like everyone is raising their hand for the iguana taco.
Okay, so I've got 3 orders for iguana tacos.
This is Sheila Dawn, everyone, one of our beloved guests over these 200 episodes, who has run multiple eateries and restaurants and little cafes.
And boneyards as well.
Thank you for that.
Thankfully, catering the award show for free, right?
Well, I mean, free trade, sure. Non-taxable, exchanges, definitely.
You're talking about Cameron bucks, my line of cash that I'm coming out with. They're new dollars.
Is that what you had me sign earlier?
Yes, that's what I'm paying you in is Cameron dollars.
Okay, well, I do have one more announcement about the catering. I do have my grandbabies serving this event, and I would just ask that none of you look them directly into their eyes. They are feral. They are trained to attack with whatever they make eye contact with. So just put your head down, accept your plate of food. You can say, thank you or whatever, but quietly.
These are dangerous children, folks. These are... No, it's not.
Come over here.
Can you
get away from him?
Okay. And this is a good general rule for anyone who's trying to kind of rise up in society. Don't make eye contact with your waiters. Don't address anyone directly if they are serving you in any capacity.
Because they could be feral and attack you.
which is how they procure the food items that they're serving. So I think it's about time.
I think we need to get to some of the awards.
The awards, right.
Yes.
So
what the people are here for, Dr.
Right,
London.
okay. So I guess just start off with one of our most popular awards. I know everyone at home with the stream is just pumped. They're wondering who is going to win the most hospitalized award. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. And it is.
You want to list the nominees?
Yeah. The nominees are Jerry Jimkinson.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
And
What was he hospitalized for the most?
He was hospitalized the most for the burns. Once again, from the last year's award riot, and he's still in the hospital for that. None of these people will actually be up to receive their awards because, of course, they are hospitalized for those.
A lot of them are hospitalized.
Yeah. So, okay, that's the first one. You want to read off the next one?
The next nominee?
Yes.
Frank.
Right. And the
Frank
next
the
one.
Tank. That's what we call him.
Okay.
He got hit by a tank, and that's why we call him that.
Oh.
I don't think his name is actually Frank, but it just sort of made sense because he was hit by that tank.
It just seems inaccurate for him to be the tank in this situation. Like, if anything,
that's true because he was sort of destroyed physically by the tank.
It's like the antithesis of. Anyway, so Frank the tank. Sorry, this is how the commentator is going to go for every award, by the way. Which I know you're all here for that, all three of you. So next we have Teradal. And so Teradal, we are so excited for you. You have been hospitalized for, and it's the most hospitalized. It's not necessarily length of time. There is a formula. There's an equation for it.
Yes, some injuries are worth a little bit more than others.
Yeah, right.
If you're in the hospital for, I've got tonsillitis. That's like fake. That's not even real. It's like a kid's disease.
Yeah. So Teratula is in the hospital for tonsillitis. So we're rooting for her. And then of course we have Gary. He's also in the hospital.
Gary Dongwater.
Yeah. So you can, yeah. And the winner is... It is Gary Dongwater.
It
okay.
is Gary Dongwater.
Oh, wow. Okay, great.
Gary Dongwater, he's not here because, again, he's spending a lot of time at the hospital lately.
Yeah. If no one...
I'll accept it. I'm going to accept his award.
On his behalf?
On my behalf. Because I've been robbed. Because I've been to the hospital so many times this year.
It's not just about how many times. You know, we've been over this.
I had some of the coolest and wackiest reasons to be in the hospital, Dr. London.
No, I know.
But they're just not worth enough points.
Yeah, well, sneaking in, for one.
Yeah, but I always get injured in the process.
Yeah. I don't see sneaking in as being... we had to define, because of you, we had to define what hospitalized means.
I should have been nominated. I'm taking the award. I'm not giving it to Gary.
Well,
thank you for this award.
Yeah, okay. Security is not tight tonight. It's mostly enforcing keeping out the protesters who, once again, are a small militant group outside.
Well, we do have some of the kids running security, right, Sheila Dawn?
Yeah, we've got them circling the perimeter.
That's one of the main things that they do, if you remember. These kids circle their prey, sort of.
Right. They go so quickly that they create a dust cloud that kind of serves to confuse, and, if your enemies inhale the dust, that kind of slows them down. So
if any of our listeners are confused, that's why. It's intentional. So heads up on that.
Let's get to the next award, Dr. London.
Okay, hold on. We're getting the signal. Okay. So some people may have heard recently about these sort of banks going under, these companies. A lot of things are shifting and changing in the corporate landscape. And I am getting the signal now that we kind of have to cut things off and give credit where it's due. There is a new company in charge here.
Yeah, if you've listened to the show, which of course you have.
Of course.
You're familiar with the fact that we are owned wholly by the Coca-Cola Corporation, which is the number one soda in Australia.
According to them. And also, their slogan is, it tastes just like Down Under.
It tastes just like Down Under.
It's a great product, but they have been, I think, my understanding is taken over by a larger company. And it'd be, of course, the Bunnies Be Gone No More company. So this company is great about raising awareness for the potential extinction of bunnies. And it's a I believe it's a nonprofit giant corporation.
It is a massive, massive nonprofit corporation.
So they're focused on breeding bunnies, rabbits, just to make sure, just in case.
Well, and finding areas of the world where there's not enough bunnies and then supplying that area with bunnies.
Yeah, so a lot of like the Antarctic, they don't have a lot of bunnies. It's a very hard place to survive. So a lot of truckloads of bunnies have been sent out to these places that are negative hundreds of degrees Fahrenheit and possibly Celsius as well.
And what's the name of this company again? Our new owners?
Yeah, this is the Bunnies Be Gone No More.
So this is the Jock Dock Podcast Jocky Docky Awards presented by the what again?
The Bunny Be Gone No More.
Be Gone No More.
Yeah. You'd think it would have pluralized it, honestly. The Bunnies Be Gone No More would have made, but no, whatever. I don't want to mess with our sponsorship here. So anyway, we're super excited. They're actually the ones paying for the Cameron bucks to pay for some of the food. The feeding troughs is the term they prefer. All right. So with that in mind, let's move forward to the next award. Okay. Let's see. The most dressed. Wow. Okay.
Oh, wow. This has been an exciting category this year, Dr. London. We've had guests and we've had ourselves come into the podcast wearing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers at a time.
And we are this is greetings from the South. We are in the South currently where it is so hot.
Oh, it's extremely
all the
hot
time
outside, and especially because of the layers of clothing that we're all wearing.
Yeah, and also electricity, the electrical grid famously in the South is also not super functional. So we don't have electricity to cool it down. Part of that is also, it was Cameron's fear of electricity's hot.
Yes, electricity is extremely hot, and so it is scary. And we also need to save electricity for this award show.
Right, we are using all of our electricity right now to make this thing happen, and a lot of things are kind of precarious here. So we're pretty pumped about it. So, the most dressed. You want to read off the first nominee?
And the nominees are Victor Buttkiss.
Tommy Donaldson.
Lord Turbo.
And then Lord the Musician as well.
And Lord the Musician, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't want to give any spoilers. I think I know who has a chance here just based on the amount of layers I've seen being worn, but we'll see. Okay.
She may never be a royal.
But, well, let's check. Okay, it is Tommy Tomlinson.
Tommy Tomlinson for most dressed. That was an easy one because Tommy Tomlinson showed up one day wearing, I believe, 9 layers of clothing.
Mm-hmm. And one of the tricks that he learned, and that I think our nominees will learn for next year, is to just drape them over himself rather than actually put them on.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I'm getting word.
Right.
I'm getting word that he's a fraud. He didn't have 9 layers of clothing. It was only 6. He just told people it was 9. Okay, he said you could turn the number upside down so he could trick people.
Okay, well, I don't know. I didn't plan for this situation to happen. I don't know what to do here.
But we could either give it to someone else or we can I'll just take the award, right? So I want to thank everyone for nominating me and for voting for me and for the most dressed award. And so I'm just going to go ahead and take that. And so now I have 2 wins for the night.
And now, okay, I'm getting word. It is time for everyone's favorite part of the award ceremony. Once again, everybody's excited. Most dressed was important, but the medical lesson. Because in any award show, everyone's favorite part is the medical lesson. So
when the doctor starts talking about like medical school stuff.
Yeah. So now, just for everyone who might even be experiencing this right now, we're going to talk about tension headache. So tension headaches present with a bilateral band-like pressure, meaning that it feels like a vice is encircling your head on both sides. The headache tends to last for 4 to 6 hours without any other physical findings. It's classically associated with muscle tension in the neck, okay? But it's ultimately a diagnosis of exclusion, meaning that you have to rule out other types of headaches to diagnose it. Treatment would be with NSAIDs like ibuprofen or with acetaminophen. So so people are tuning back in now because of this.
Well, and this is a good chance, Dr. Lennon, to introduce the next category, which is the biggest headache award.
Right. Okay. And this is, once again, like the most hospitalized, this is a tricky category because it's the biggest headache. Does that mean all at once? Does that mean collectively?
Does it mean the most popular, maybe?
Yeah.
Most influential?
So we're going to find out, well, I guess based on who wins it. Okay, so let's see the nominees. So they put our little screen way far away to read these things. So I think it's...
Our teleprompter is on a Nintendo...
That's the word for it.
It's on a Nintendo DS.
Right.
That's roughly 200 yards away.
Uh-huh. And someone keeps holding it and walking around with it.
And they're on their phone. And so it's kind of like moving around a little bit because they're not paying attention.
Terry! Over... Could you turn around so we can see it? Terry!
Oh, here the first nominee. It's actually Sheila Dawn.
Okay, wow.
Sheila Dawn had an excruciating headache yesterday, right?
I've been with my grandbabies for a few days now.
Oh wow! And that's the biggest headache in the world.
Oh,
is
the
maintaining
babies are the headaches.
This colony of feral children.
Right. Okay. Well, Sheila Dawn, okay, and then anyone else. That is all that made the list. I feel
That's
like
the only one.
Someone else should have been nominated, but
Sheila Dawn, congratulations! You win.
No,
What?
we haven't read it off.
What?
You're announcing it like we know, but
Oh,
let me open it.
okay.
And yeah, okay, it is. You're right.
Do you want me to double check?
I'm just saying you jumped.
Listen, Cameron, first of all, I've got too big of a headache to take it. And second of all, you calling out for Terry has alerted my grandbabies to his presence, and I need to go save his life.
Is that really your responsibility, though?
I think in a court of law, it would come back on me, and I cannot have any more marks on my reputation.
Oh, I did want to say, thank you for catering everything. I have been looking at your recent Yelp reviews that have been left on the... Is it a bus that you're operating out of now?
You could call it a bus.
What would you call it?
I would call it a school bus that I combined with a hearse just to keep my deep freezer in. So, yeah, I don't have a name for it, but I needed the school bus aspect for my feral grandbabies. I have to haul them around.
Yeah.
Then I need my deep freezer. So, yeah, I don't really know what I would call it.
This is, we've got a 1-star review over here it says you locked this customer in the bus for 3 days and you said it was to teach them a lesson.
Well, yeah, if you're going to not pay for the food that I've given you, I gave them food and they did not pay for it.
Did you ask for money?
I put food in their hands and I said, now you must pay for it.
Oh.
Was this an issue of not having Cameron bucks? Because I know that those are pretty exclusive.
I was just looking for good old-fashioned American dollars here.
Just coins.
I would accept coins. I would.
A sack of coins. So congrats on the award.
Yeah, congrats.
What?
Well, okay, this is pretty unheard of for an awards ceremony twice now. So Koala Cola was taken over, of course, by the Bunny Be Gone No More. But it looks like another corporation has taken over that company. Once again, there's a lot of volatility in the markets right now. And so we just have to change a little bit of how we present this for our next, our new corporate overlord. I shouldn't say next because that's really how the awards is. New corporate overlord is Cockroach Broach, which, as you can imagine, that is a company that's based on, they make brooches out of cockroaches. Mm-hmm. Sustainable is really their big thing. They're all about going green. And so they are not unlike the bunny issue. They are trying to populate the world with more roaches because they don't want to run out.
They don't want to run out for their brooches.
Yeah. Because
these roaches are still alive.
Yeah. And struggling. So and they have to tie them up all nice. And people don't like wearing them is one issue that company has run into a little bit publicly, but they say, that's just the right wing or left wing media, depending on which channel you're on. And really, it's really good. So we're excited for this.
It clearly must be good if they're able to buy out Koala Cola and
Bunny Be Gone.
Bunny Be Gone.
More. Yeah.
No more.
Yeah. Oh, surely. So yeah. So anyway, as we go forward, we're gonna go ahead and try to tailor things a little bit more in the Roach direction, just to keep the theme going. And so, yep, we'll just keep going then. Okay. The next category is the Frankest Award.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
And this one is tricky
This
because
is a competitive category.
our first nominee is, of course, Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank, who's not named Frank. He was just run over by a tank.
Yeah.
He is a very frank man.
To the point that people called him Frank without it being his name.
Yeah.
So
That was after he was hit by the tank, and I think it just rhymed.
I think you really want the award, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty frank. Am I nominated?
Yeah, no, you're nominated. Okay.
So who does it say wins? Is it me?
Yeah, okay, no, you won this one.
All right, 3 awards.
Yeah.
Let me, I want to thank my teachers, Mr. Thompson, Mrs. Flompson, Ms. Rompton, and Rumpelstiltskin. These are my teachers my entire life, and I want to thank you because without you, I wouldn't have anything to prove wrong because you never believed in me, and now I'm standing up here, and where are you? Like, where are you?
They got the VIP seating. They paid extra.
Yes.
It's a really
Hello.
good vantage point.
Yes.
Hey,
and
did y'all want the iguana tacos? You wanted the bear toe nuggets? Yeah. Okay, those are ready. You want me to grab them out of the...
Yeah, would you?
Do y'all still have that armadillo sausage?
I do, but I can't legally sell it to you.
Okay, so do you want to illegally sell it to me?
Okay, that sounds good.
I'm a guy in the audience.
Wow, agreed. Well, it seems like the mic shouldn't be able to pick up all of that. But
I brought my own microphone.
Right. Okay, well, this is the part of the ceremony where we unfortunately have to reflect a little bit on the lives lost.
That's right, Dr. Lennon. Every year or every few weeks when we do this award, someone ends up dying.
Right.
And we have to remember them.
In Memoriam is the name of it. And that's
the In
because
Memoriam.
it comes from In Your Memoriam. So first on the list, of course, and we would have a video play with sad music, but we don't have the rights.
Yes.
I'm Katie Kerrigan, and I'm here to sing my song, Goodbye, my friends.
Sorry, is this song called Goodbye, or are you saying goodbye right now?
Why do all these people have their own microphones?
Yeah.
Sometimes
Okay.
the sun goes down.
One of the ones lost this year,
Sabrina Hot Dog.
Someday
who earned the nickname Sabrina because she liked to watch that show about the Teenage Witch.
And she was unfortunately burned at the stake for being accused of witchcraft herself.
And many of those who were watching and listening and sniffing did smell the hot dog, which is presumably how her family got their name. Another tragic loss, Paula. Oh wait, no, she's back. She's in the bathroom. Never mind.
Hey, Paula.
She's here. Hey, Paula.
Okay, so Paula's doing just fine.
Paula's fine.
Well,
Another.
Hey, Paula, are you doing okay? She said, Okay. Well, it's still alive.
I'm memorying that.
Let's just put you in the in memoriam.
Maybe pile.
Just maybe, yes, the maybe section.
Yeah. Okay. Another in memoriam. Of course, Koala Cola. Their mascot is Crampy Koala.
Yes.
Crampy Koala's aunt passed away. Tuberculosis.
Yeah. And I mean, as an ant, it's really tiny because it's a bug.
Yeah.
And it's really sad when that bug dies.
That was a huge aspect of it. So, and some people think that someone like Crampy Koala shouldn't have had a pet because a pet is a big responsibility. But we really do maintain that if your pet is an ant, not even an ant farm, just one ant, then probably it's okay. And like probably died of natural causes.
I heard it was suicide.
Okay, so it's tuberculosis, which I'm admitting now, tuberculosis does sound less likely with an ant.
You're the doctor. I'm just
Suicide.
saying.
I didn't.
That was the rumor I heard. It was so lonely because he was just raising the ant alone.
Okay,
But it's still sad.
Do you want to switch into the conspiracy? We're in memoriam right now. Do you want to switch to the in conspiracy segment so we can get into this?
Yeah. Hey, Katie, can you start singing like a conspiracy-ish song?
Are the things that you think they are?
Yeah.
What
So
they really
anyway, so the running theory was the official word put out by the doctors of the autopsy is that Crampy Koala's ants did die of tuberculosis.
But I heard from a police officer on the scene who I've been texting.
Yeah.
And I've been catfishing.
Yeah. Hashtag defund the police.
Hashtag catfish the police.
Yeah.
And he told me that the ant was found with a gun in its mouth.
Okay.
Could that cause tuberculosis, Dr. London?
What? Okay, I'm trying to think just proportions here. Was the gun in the ant's mouth, or was the ant in the gun's mouth?
That I don't know. We started like sexting immediately after this, me and the officer, so I didn't really ask follow-up questions.
See, this is the problem with sending you in.
Yeah.
Usually you end up sexting with whoever the authority.
Well, I'm
in the room
undercover,
is.
Dr. London.
Yeah, and it works to some extent, but okay, yeah. So that was that conspiracy segment. I think Paula, we're pretty sure on what happened there. So yeah, I think we're good with the conspiracy segment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now go back to your other sad song.
Because we're back to In Memoriam.
Yeah.
Right.
Billy Bust Up skateboarded his way
so hard
to hell, basically.
Yeah.
He skateboarded way too hard until his heart exploded.
Well, when we say hell, he went like down to a lower elevation that my watch couldn't calculate how the depth.
He hit the half pipe so hard that when he came back down, he shot down into the ground close to the core and melted, which I consider hell.
Well, it was we were guesstimating at how deep that was. I don't know that it was to the core. I think it might have been like just into the ditch that was there. Like I don't think he physically.
Do you think he's still down there?
Yeah, potentially, because he didn't. I know you think that his head was just going so fast that it plowed straight through the ground.
Right, into the core of the earth. Yeah.
I think the ditch was already there.
Okay.
And then that's the place where water flows whenever it rains. It's that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So
Excuse
if he was
me,
alive, he
sirs?
would have probably drowned. What?
It's my bedtime.
It's your birthday?
My bedtime.
Dr. Lennon, what is this?
I'm going to go ahead and say I'm also mishearing it and saying it's going to be
A bed is a place you sleep. A time is a clock.
I gotta go.
All right.
All right, well, I guess In Memoriam segment's over.
Well, do we want to... what was your name again?
Katie.
Let's go ahead and throw Katie into the In Memoriam section because she's leaving. Katie, not a hard worker.
Notably has pretty specific cutoff times that are during the ceremony, is what I've noticed.
Well, some sort of confused schizophrenia where she's talking about sleeping on a clock or something.
I don't want to penalize, but whatever. We can move on, I guess, right?
Yeah. That's it. We're done.
We're done with that one? Okay. All right, so back to the awards. I know everybody's been waiting because we're not even to some people's favorite ones. Now, all right, this one is kind of important. This is the Most Visibly Ill award.
And now this is an award. I know. Calm down. Calm down. This is an award that a lot of people kind of fight over.
Yeah. And they will camp out out in the streets, and they will suffer from malnutrition. They will, be robbed and beaten. And they seem to angle to get themselves beaten up.
And this is something we need to address because do not injure yourself just so you look more ill, just so you can win this award.
Yeah. Granted, of course, the most visibly ill award will go to the person who does that. But
Obviously,
don't do
because
it.
they're going to look the most ill.
But
It comes with $1 million, and
But like legally, we're supposed to say don't do that.
so don't do that. Just do what I do. Go on adventures, crawl through windows, look under stuff, and these ill looks will become natural.
Yeah, let nature do its work. Because I will say, and a lot of
Have a
people
curious spirit. Have a curious spirit.
and let nature destroy your body
That's right.
the way nature intended. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm getting something.
About
Nature. It doesn't intend that.
okay. Okay. Well,
Nature said its only intention is the destruction of humanity.
okay. Well, that does add up, I guess.
That's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
So why am I getting this complaint?
I don't know.
Who am I talking to? Someone's in my ear right now really mad on behalf of nature.
Is it Terry with the DS?
Oh, Terry does look like he's on the phone. Terry! Yeah, that's it. Definitely. Okay.
Okay.
Let's.
What a relief. Okay. Oh, and I'm getting the message.
Oh, no.
Okay. Now, we were a part of this corporation, the Cockroach Broach, as the overlying corporation over Bunny Be Gone No More, and of course, that being over Koala Cola Corporation.
It turns out the Cockroach Broach was operating emerald mines in Africa, and so they have been canceled. So their price plummeted, and
which is what happens when you get canceled. You have less opportunities.
they have been bought out. So we have new overlords, new bosses.
All right.
This is the Jock Doc podcast presented by Squishy Wishes. And now, if you haven't heard of Squishy Wishes, this is the company that if you're ill, which many of you are, or at least appear to be,
All the contenders for this award. Yeah.
this company will make any wish of yours come true. Anything you want, as long as it's an old pillow.
As long as your wish is for an old pillow.
Yes, as long as your wish is for an old pillow.
Hopefully we have some contenders in the ground. We have a lot of visibly ill people tonight. I would read off the list of nominees, but it is in the hundreds. And a lot of them also were qualifiers for that hospitalized award earlier. So I'm seeing a lot of ooze on the ground. But do you want to just read off who won it, I guess?
We could read off, what are we, we were talking about Squishy Wishes.
Right, Squishy. Sorry, we never finished the one, so now I'm realizing, okay. To announce the winner, by the way, and who is also going to get, for their death wish, a Squishy Wish pillow.
Along with $1 million.
Yeah, which we can afford because we just got this new corporate overlord. Okay. Francis. Okay, there you go, Francis.
No, I'm going to go ahead. You stay in your seat. I'm going to go ahead and take it on his behalf.
The pillow?
The award and the money and the pillow. So I just want to thank everyone for this award. I want to thank my coaches.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, speech. Finally, speech.
Coach Thompson, Coach Rompson, and Coach Johnson. I want to thank you for never believing in me. Because you never believed in me, I tried extra hard, and I'm up here today, and where are you? And hello again. Yeah,
you're right there.
Babies, take the armadillo tacos to where those people were just lifting up their hands.
Yeah, and lifting up the hands isn't a threat to you, okay? That's
Like I said, do not look my grandbabies in the eyes. I've warned you twice. We've had to take several people out of here because they have been mauled to almost death by my grandbabies. And it's not on me if I've told you. I've now told you twice.
Yeah, truthfully, it's hard to tell even what's going on in the audience because of the dust cloud that has been growing and growing.
Well, do you want protection from the mob outside?
Yeah,
I
number
do.
one at this point. That I'd say, normally people have to, have a smoke machine present. We are just inhaling dust instead, and I don't know if that's healthier or not.
You're the doctor.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's probably not, but it is an alternative, at least, to what we would have it. Anyway, so, next award. All right. Everyone's pretty pumped for this one. A little bit similar to the others, but this one's particular. Most Loved Ones Lost is the award.
Yeah, and this year, oh boy, some hot contenders.
Yeah. So so I'm up for this one this year. I didn't really think that I knew what love was before.
Until you lost it.
Yeah. Before we, those who don't know, Trendable. So Trendable and I went out for a while and then suddenly started to just hit it off. Like, you feel like you don't. I felt like I was having a real conversation with someone for the first time in my life. So Trendable good. We just hit it off so well, and then she told me, she loves me, and I told her I love her, and then she got hit by a truck right after that.
She didn't even finish saying it, right?
Yeah.
So she's never officially said "I love you," huh?
No, I guess, and I certainly never got to say it to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of my loved ones. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be giving a speech, I guess, until I win. If I win.
Yeah, no, it's just you're nominated and you've got a story to tell.
I'm pretty pumped.
I understand.
So,
well, let's just read the winner. It's you, of course. Do you want to talk about some of the other losses you've had?
Yeah, yeah. So,
what about Edgar?
Edgar, yeah, my son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Edgar, well, he was 7 years old, which was exciting. He was getting into some team sports and we were playing, hanging out, and then
you said, or you were going to say I love you, and he was going to say I love you back, huh?
He was finally going to say I love you back. I think I wrote him a script. We were putting on I hate to get ahead of myself. I wrote a short film that we're hoping to expand into a feature, but it's sort of to prove it that it had legs. So and
so you're using that as a way to trick him into saying I love you.
Yeah, because he's didn't know how to speak. I never taught him how to speak. Was part of the issue.
Yeah.
It wasn't just it wasn't an emotional thing where he didn't want to say I love you. I just never bothered to teach him to talk. So
anyway, he was finally starting to form his first words, I love you, and then was hit by that same truck.
Yeah, which I guess I should also talk about. So the truck driver and I, he's sort of basically like my dad.
Yeah.
Like he more or less raised me. Truck driver Henry, he raised me up. He taught me how to ride a truck. Would run along with me on the street and with my little truck with my truck wheels, my little training truck wheels, and
wow.
And I would teeter for a second, and he'd be like, "No, you got it." And then finally one day I was kind of big enough to have my own big rig, and he would sort of ride alongside me in his truck, and it'd be just a lot of like, wow, we're together in this. And then he never really said I love you, but he was just about, his heart was softening. He kept doing the honk thing.
And honking is the same as loving.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's hard to tell. He didn't actually fully give a full honk before his other truck that he'd forgotten about.
Yeah.
He had left it in neutral on top of a hill, and it came down.
Yep.
And just as he was about to pull the honker,
oh no!
It hit his truck. Yeah.
And he passed. Wow.
Yeah. So that's, how many is that?
That's three.
Three. Okay.
Yeah.
I have more.
Do we just want to list them real quick?
I'd like to go into detail.
You can. I mean, I'm not. You take as much time as you want. Usually, we'd have someone play you off, but
But I'm the host.
Well, we hired Sheila Dawn as the band, because I don't know. I thought in Stomp they make music out of cooking utensils and stuff.
And you thought she would do it with her grandchildren?
Something.
Yeah.
But she just took the money and you just kept it. You are the band.
Well, there's no need to feel a prompt there, because I do it when I tell about my dog.
Okay.
So I had this dog that I got from the pound, which, by the way, rescue dogs, don't leave them there.
You named it Obama.
Yeah. I named the dog Obama, which was kind of ruling away because he did have a name tag in it. He was named, and his owner had actually come back for him once they found out that he was at the pound. But I said no, his name is now Obama. So anyway, I raised him up, kind of like having a son, especially after it was before my son died. But he was like having my own kid, and then he, of course, looked up and
was about to arf.
Before I. So I wasn't great at driving those big trucks.
Right.
Without the help of my father figure,
Yeah.
Henry, I believe it was. I'm terrible at it. So I did. He was giving me an ARF, and then I ran him over on accident, a little bit on purpose.
But now you have this award.
Yeah. So now I have the Most Loved Ones Lost award, and wow, it feels pretty good, honestly, to have this.
I hope it was worth it, Dr. London.
Yeah. No, I didn't plan what happened to me or anything, but I guess if I had to have something as a consolation, then...
Well, there have been rumors about the dog that it was intentional.
Well, I don't, just because I'm not super experienced with the big whatever. No, fine. We can.
Now, London, I do have your commemorative pet jerky.
Yes.
For Obama.
Right. Which. So Sheila Dawn does use roadkill and makes exotic meats out of it. And of course, Obama was already dead. The dog. And so we did have
you jerkified
Obama because we wanted to. Yeah, Obama's a real jerk. Yeah, that's the slogan for it. So yeah, do you have it ready?
I do. I can get my grandbabies. All right, I'm just telling my grandbabies to go get it out of the truck.
Sure. Okay. Do you want to move on to the next award? Okay. The next award is for least financially secure.
Least financially secure. This is a tough one, this London.
With the budget cuts, I'll admit here, we had a heavy hand in this one.
Oh, yeah. Because, some people were making some money, and now I'm making a bigger amount. They might be making a smaller amount.
One thing I can say, we aren't up for this award. I can tell you that.
Oh,
right at the start. And we do have the vagrants who are in here. Is vagrant an offensive term? I'm not sure at this point. But
yes, it is.
Okay. I mean, do you want to call them just like hillbillies or
yeah, just trash humans? Is that
what gutter trash?
Gutter trash. So our gutter trash or nominees, as they're called, they have been mopped up to the front here. Okay. We have Alex. Okay. Yeah, great.
We've got Lil Timmy One
Yeah.
Foot.
Okay. And then we have Frederico. Right. Okay. So these are all big contenders. Alex, only one of them has like a name that implies some aspect of him. The Timmy One Foot, which would make. I think it's to make the judges like him.
Timmy, how many feet you got?
3
On with you?
at home.
How many legs you got on your person?
Legs or feet?
Okay, this comes up. The award. We've already got the answer to this.
Yeah. Who won?
Alex.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
Yeah. No, believe me.
He's really irresponsible with his money, though, so that kind of probably works with the category.
Yeah. I mean, I should mention, like, it is below minimum wage, but the tips, like, for everyone who works at the Jock Dock podcast, the tips are
The tips are really good. If I remember to bring cash, then we tip so well.
Obviously we usually don't, but like it's definitely like it's.
Well, that's why I started my own cash, cam bucks. Yeah. I always have cam bucks on my person.
Are cam bucks backed by the gold standard?
Cam bucks are backed by honestly cans of koala cola.
How many cans of soda per buck?
Each buck is. Did we figure this out?
I think it was like $300 to like a quarter of a can.
$100,000 gets you in the building.
What building?
Just the only places that sell it are places that you have to or they're kind of shady places that you have to pay to get into.
Oh, I'm here. Okay, we have. For all we've gotten into the squishy pillow company, I do believe that we've been taken over by another company, another corporation.
That's right. Unfortunately, the Squishy Wishes Foundation was canceled, just like the other one. Why were they canceled, Dr. Lund?
Well, they were a nonprofit that profited greatly because, once again, they only gave the squishy pillows, and it turns out that not a lot of people want to donate to something that only makes that one wish come true. And also, the pillows were filled with blades, razor blades. Not unlike the whole, is there a blade in your candy on Halloween situation, except this is a pillow. So, yeah, arguably less easy to identify necessarily before you lay down. You don't expect it. Okay, what's the next? What's the company?
Bamboozle LLC, and this is the world's top pranking company.
We're so excited to be a part of this.
So excited to be a part of this family. This is a company where you call them up, you give them a ton of money, they hire all these actors, they hire like bomb squads to come in and scare you.
They create a reality show based on what they're doing as well. It's like Punk'd, except a lot more dangerous.
And it's all your friends and family
Yes.
that you're pranking. Bamboozle LLC.
Bamboozle LLC. All right. I think we're almost done with the awards here. Okay. We just got a few more to go.
We just got the few big ones. I mean, these are the big daddies, Dr. London.
Right. So the next one is, of course, the Most Physically Present Award. Okay. There's a lot of competition.
It's every person in this room is actually nominated.
Yeah, and okay. So it is a tie between everyone here.
It's a tie, and so I'm just going to go ahead and take that on everyone's behalf. So just go ahead and give me that award. I want to thank my doctors, Dr. London and his colleagues, for never believing in me, because that motivated me to be the man I am today, and that's why I'm up here and you're not, which you are up here.
Yeah, I'm on the stage and I'm physically present as well.
But, the general sentiment, I'm up here and where are you? Which, again, it's right here.
All right, everyone give it up. No, hey, everyone give it up for clap for
Thank you.
For yourselves and the one who took it on your behalf. All right. Our last award for the night. Okay, and this one, this award actually dates back to a time whenever voting rights were tied to land ownership. So
yes.
This is the award for least amount of land owned. Okay, so who's renting? This is really the question here.
Yeah, raise your hand, renters.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's see them. It's most of the same people from the financially insecure.
Yeah.
And did you guys raising your hands, you wanted iguana tacos?
Oh, they're raising their hands for the tacos.
All right, feral grandbabies.
Hold on, I'm raising them for both.
Okay.
Well, hey, that worked out really well. Any other dual votes?
Not dueling with your... Yeah, okay.
Do we just want to give this one to Alex again, because it's probably him?
Yeah, or Timmy One Foot. I bet he rents.
I own.
Oh, he owns. Okay. Alex, where do you live?
I live down by the lake, next to in the public restroom.
Oh, okay.
I hide up at the top when the rangers come to check before they lock up, and that's where I stay. And in the mornings, I climb up and I just hold on to the roof of this potty.
I mean,
when your answer is next to, that's one indicator. And whenever the next part is public restrooms, yeah.
But it kind of sounds like he owns that potty.
If we're going by squatters' rights.
So
a much more complicated award than I expected. Okay. So we have... Okay, Alex. Yeah, no, whatever. Alex, take it, honestly, at this point.
I guess.
I would like to thank everyone in my life for not believing in me, causing me to own no land, have no money, and live mostly holding my body up in a public restroom before they close it. So thank you.
All right, wow, we learned a lot today. And I think we had a few laughs along the way, huh? So we're going to go ahead and call it there. Thank you. My name is drlennonsmith.com. Thank you to our producer, Cameron, who's hosting here with us here. And this has been the Jock Doc podcast at the Jocky whatever awards.
See you at the next Jocky Dockies.